is the right place?
Lord, I hope not.
Oh, you knock it off, you two.
Come on, Chief. Come on, Chief. Wait a minute. You're right there, Chief. You say, Chief?
Ah, Mickey, how are you, buddy?
Oh, sakes, boy, you got here and everything.
Yes, sir, here we are.
Gosh, you got here. Well,
Happy anniversary to you, my boy, and here is a token of my esteem.
oh, gosh, Chief, look at that. Hey, golly. Well, gee, you didn't have to do that, though. Golly, I already laid in a couple of bottles of Ripple.
That's all right. You can save it for your next wing ding.
Next wing, day.
Sure.
Don't know when that's going to be. I ain't never had anybody over here.
Oh, you'll find some use for it, Mick.
Oh, gosh, boy, you can't.
5 years.
There you go. Gosh,
Golly.
good to see you. Oh, gosh, Eunice, come on, Eunice.
Well, thank you.
Mother Harbor, come on in.
Thank you, Mickey.
Come on in.
For a minute there, I thought she was going to leave Mama and me out there in the hall to have a party.
You folks don't know how happy I am to be entertaining you all at last.
You don't know how happy I am to see where you live.
I wouldn't have missed seeing it for the world.
Thank you, Mother Harbor.
Don't you shout at me, I ain't deaf.
Oh, now look at... Oh, heck, Mickey, you character, you. Hey, Eunice, look. We got our own welcome sign like at a convention.
Yeah, see right there. See, that's our 5th anniversary of the very day that I started to work for the chief here.
Yes, I know, Mickey, I know. Ed's been so excited about it, it's a wonder he hadn't called up the TV station and asked him to come over here and televise the great event. None of our wedding anniversaries ever got him this hopped up.
Well, I'll tell you people something. 5 years ago, this very day, my life was changed. It was the better.
I know. It was the luckiest thing that ever happened to me, Mick.
Oh, really? The luckiest? Even luckier than getting married, Ed, or having 2 wonderful boys? Well, I guess we all count our blessings in different ways.
You know what I meant, Eunice. I meant hardware-wise.
Oh, hardware-wise.
Well, Mick, I'll never forget the first day we was on the job. Remember, you were sorting out the sandpaper box?
Right.
And you sold 2 sheets of heavy and 6 sheets of extra fine to Harold Trapp, remember?
That's right. That's right. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah. And I remember on the second day, then I had that bag. I think it was the assorted washers.
Yeah.
Assorted washers. And then Joe the barber came in, and
Right.
I sold them to him.
I remember. Joe said, where'd you
If
get
you
that?
two are going to go through the entire 5 years, do you mind if I sit down?
God, well, where are my manners, for crying out loud? What's wrong with me? Well, and just enjoy my living room.
Where is it?
Where is it? Harley. This is it. This is my living room right in here. This is it. All of it's living room. Well, this is the dining room. That's the dining room area there. That's what I got to know. Well, that thing right there, Eunice is sitting on. That's my bedroom. Yeah. I'll show you the whole house. Crying out loud, got you here. Here's my kitchen. You never know it was there. Put them drapes in there like that. Here's my office. Here's my office right here. Sometimes they'll just stand in my office. Well, I got here's a closet. Got a closet in here. Put that like that. Closet, yeah. Here's a library. There's my library right here. Right there. You know, sometimes I can go from my kitchen to my library without ever taking a step.
Well, it's real cozy, Mickey. I don't believe I've seen anything this cozy since I visited my Aunt Elizabeth in her trailer.
Well, gosh, well, sit down for crying out loud. Where's my manners? I'm not used to having people over. Just right here, this would be good for your back.
There ain't nothing wrong with my back.
There you are.
Well, there weren't nothing wrong with my back. Well, maybe I better get a different chair that's liable to cut off the circulation.
Ed, will you quit eating for a minute and help Mama out of the chair?
Oh, okay, Mom.
There you go.
Maybe that's right, Mick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, yeah!
Oh, mercy.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
Oh, she's too big to get out of there. Wait a minute, I'll hold it. Wait a minute. Now, we had this problem about a week ago with my landlord. Now, don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. I'll tell you what, I think the best thing to do here is to dump her on the chair and then just lift it right off. Right. We're going to dump you, Mother Harbor. Put your hands out in front of you and break the fall.
Be careful.
2, 3, go. There you go.
Careful.
My darn chair, I tell you, yeah.
Hey, maybe I could use me a beer.
Oh, hey, that sounds good. I want a beer, too.
Take all I want to, Mickey. I'll get you here.
Make it cold. I want a cold one.
Well, just how many beers does that make for you today, Eunice?
Are you really choosing this time and place to bring that up, Mama?
Well, Millie Simpkins started out with 4 or 5 beers a day, and look at her now.
Mama, did I or did I not just now hear you order a beer for yourself?
I drink in moderation.
Starting at 10 in the morning.
I hope you don't mind all this kidding around, Mickey.
Oh, are you apologizing for us, Ed?
Oh, why would you have to apologize, Grandma? I love it. I do. I love it. This horsing around you folks are doing like that. That's what families are all about, right? Yeah, I just love it. I just do. I really do. You know, I never had a family. I had a crabby old aunt that took care of me, but I wasn't like family like you guys have here. She busted up my very best flute. It's real little and tore up my kite and everything, and I just ran away from her when I was 14, so I don't have much of a family.
I just take mine straight out of the can, thank you. I'm just folks.
So I can't tell you what it's like having you folks over here. Really, what it's like having a brother and a sister and a mother.
Well, I've been meaning to talk to you about that, Mickey. Now, I think it's wonderful that Ed has a social relationship with his employee, but I don't think you quite know me well enough to be calling me Mother Harper the way you do.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, you have a point there. I never thought of that. Well, why don't I just call you Thelma? You can call me anything you want.
You can count on that.
Yeah, I got some dip. Want some dip? Yeah, come on over here and
Stick
enjoy
into
that
that.
dip.
I had some before, Mickey. It's
There you
good.
go, sure. It's clams and onions. They're good.
Sweet. That's what I call darn good dip. Mother, you're not having any.
I think I'll just save room for my dinner, thank you, Ed. I'm sure it will be delicious.
Oh, will. Yeah, sure it will. It's Chinese food.
Oh.
Yeah, I ordered it from Kim's down the street.
Right.
Right. Well, why don't I just run down and get it?
Yeah, good idea. You want me to help you?
No, that's all right. You folks stay right here and enjoy yourselves. Just talk and I'll be back. Yeah. If anybody wants to freshen up, the bathroom is right in there. It's all clean and everything, all neat. I got a real good deal on Tidy Bowl, so
Thank the Lord, at least the bathroom's a separate room.
What have you got me into here?
Don't start on me, Mama. Do not start. Do not start. I am trying to hang on to my poise with every fiber of my being, so don't start.
Well, just look at me. I'm all dressed up to come over here and sit in this rat trap. Shouldn't even come into this neighborhood without a police escort. Hell, there's every color of the rainbow living on this block.
I hope you don't think that my idea of a whole night out on the town is spending it in this dump watching Ed and Mickey Hart make cow eyes at each other. But since I am being gracious enough to go along with it, why can't you do the same?
Well, I never expected anything like this. I thought your place was a disaster.
What the hell is that?
Now listen to me, you two. If I had my way, neither one of you would be here. But Mickey had his heart set on it. So as long as we are here, we are going to have a pleasant evening. Yes. Did you hear? A pleasant evening. Now, face this dip.
You stop pushing that gunk in my face. God only knows where that man's hands have been, and there's no telling what's growing in them glasses you two are drinking out of.
Now, look, I am not going to spend another evening watching Mickey Hart on the pen.
You just listen, Mama, listen to how he is leaping to Dumbo's defense. And yet, just last week, when our son was thrown out of the Piggly Wiggly store, you just stood there and smiled at the manager and you didn't do nothing.
Well, Bubba was ripping open rice-a-roni boxes.
So what? My Bubba happens to be a high-strung boy. And this Mickey Hart is just ruining your business.
He is not. He's a valuable assistant. He brings in lots of business.
Lots of business? And how come we can't even make ends meet, huh? How come you cut $5 out of my food budget a week, huh?
Well, it's a slow season, Eunice. I mean, construction is down 95% across the whole nation. You can't blame that on Mickey Hart.
Mickey Hart is slow.
Oh.
He's stupid.
Yeah.
He's dumb. Can't make change. Scares people out of the store every time they come in. Whenever he says, "May I help you?" they think he's gonna mug them or do something peculiar to them.
That's a pack of dirty lies.
Mary Beth Pickens told me that she would not come into your store again on account of that fool leaped over the counter and just leered at her.
What?
Yeah, he ain't right in the head. I said that from the first time I saw him.
What the hell are you doing snooping around his closet?
Well, when people come over to my house, they can look anywhere they want. I got nothing to be ashamed of.
Mickey's got nothing to be ashamed of either.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. After all, the man never did get married. Lord knows what he does at night.
Would you look at this? He doesn't even take the trouble to hide his smut.
National Geographic's our smut. They're educational.
Don't you tell me. You should seen the way her daddy used to paw through these things, looking at women that were naked with paint smeared all over their face or a weird tattoo, and then when I'd catch him at it, he'd tell me he was reading about a bunch of kangaroos or some damn thing.
I got her right here.
Hold on, just a time, Miss.
Oh.
It's this stuff.
Smell that Chinese food.
I am hungry.
That's all right. Don't worry. Rug's clean. That's all right. Don't worry. There you go. Right. You know that Kim down there or something, I'll tell you. Gosh, he's a cashier down there.
Yeah.
You know what he says to me? He says, "Mickey, boy, you very hungry tonight."
Very hungry.
That's right. I says, "Oh, it ain't me. No, sir. I got company over." He says, "You got company?" He says, "You got company? The Roan Ranger?"
He's a Lone Ranger, kid. That's the way them folks talk.
Well, boy, I hope you like Chinese food, Thelma.
Only had it once. Couldn't make head nor tail of it.
Looky here, you got the almond vegetables and egg rolls and barbecued ribs. Ain't you just a little bit extravagant, Mickey?
Oh, no, it only cost me about $20.
Mother, how's about some of this vegetables here?
I've never seen any vegetables like that. Just give it a little tiny dab. Lord only knows what's in there.
Oh, you don't need to worry about those. No, sir, those are great. Sir, I ought to know. I eat down there almost every night.
You do?
Sure.
Boy, as much as I love Chinese food, seems we never can quite afford to go out to a Chinese restaurant.
Well, I'll tell you something. You couldn't pay me to go into one. My Aunt Frances had a friend once, went into a Chinese restaurant, and never come back out.
What happened to her?
How the hell do I know? They probably drugged her or took her off in a boat or something.
I'm going to help myself to another beer, Mick.
Right, Chief. All right.
Well, this looks pretty tasty. Why don't you ever serve dinners like this, Eunice?
Mama, just the last time that you were over at my house, I spent the whole day fixing up meatballs and spaghetti just for you.
And meatballs are pretty dry, as I recall.
Well, if they was dry, it was because I had to add a lot of bread to them so I could stretch $1 worth of ground chuck to feed us all.
Bless this food and these people who are here. Amen.
Amen.
Besides, my food budget doesn't allow me the luxury of going out and spending $20 on one meal at Tim What's-His-Name's.
Oh, gosh. What's a raise for if you can't spend it on people that you care for?
What?
A raise. Yeah. Oh, that's all right, Chief. Gosh. I'd work for you for nothing if I had to. Yeah. Yeah, you can imagine how surprised I was when the Chief laid an extra $5 a week on me.
Well, I guess Ed just doesn't like to brag about his generosity because he sure never mentioned that raise to me.
Well, you know what happens when I talk about the business units. It just bores you.
Oh, well, thank you for thinking of me like that. Very thoughtful. It's also very thoughtful of you to lay an extra $5 on Mickey Hart here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here enjoying this lovely Chinese dinner that's so expensive, would I? But then why should I be used to such things? Because I am so ingenious at stretching lard and sawdust on the lousy 2 bits a week you give me to feed our boys and your big fat belly.
Will you simmer down, Eunice? You're giving me indigestion.
Too damn bad about your indigestion, old lady. You don't have problems like I have. Are you married to a man that takes the bread out of his family's mouth and gives it to his stooge?
Well, I told you was going to come to grief if you married him, but you never have listened to me.
What choice did I have? Living with you was a living hell.
Oh, really? That's so, Missy. Well, let me tell you something. I didn't come over to this godforsaken part of the city to sit here in this pigsty and be abused.
Want to try the pea pot?
You just shut up! You sawed-off little weirdo! You all can finish this Chinese mishmash without me. I'm gonna take a bus home, that is, provided I'm not mugged the minute I step out into the sidewalk.
Mama, you come back here. You can't take a bus from here. Mama, you stay right there. You just stay right there. Come on, Ned. Come on. We're gonna drive Mama home. The party is over.
Don't you move.
Eunice, here are the keys. I'll grab a taxi later.
Oh, sure. That's all I need now is for you to throw away more money on account of this twerp. And now you want to waste taxi fare so the two of you can just sit around here and talk about sex. While Mama and me are out riding in the streets alone? Ever since you hired him, I have kept my feelings to myself, but no more, mister. From now on, you got to make a decision. It is either Mickey Hart or me.
Eunice, we came over here for a celebration tonight. And by all that's holy, we are going to celebrate. So drive carefully.
Wait up, Mama! Damn it!
Hey, Chief. Chow main's getting cold.
Yeah, let's get to it. Hey, where's some of those bean pies? I want some of that. Oh, here's egg roll.
At least my sons are gonna have a good meal.
Well, Mick, here's to another great 5 years.
Wow.